This that go and get it, with no hesitation. This that never quit.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Bravo Smash. Thank you for chiming into my YouTube channel. We'll go over just a regular day on a deployment. Unfortunately, on this day, there's not a lot of shooting or anything. I know everybody thinks that every single combat deployment is just all shooting, and sometimes it's just boring stuff, man. Like, it's anybody that tells you different, I can't speak on that, man. But here we have a video that I'm going to be narrating, going on what's called a log logistics run. So we're running supplies to a team that's out in the field right now, and going to be narrating.
Whenever we do these resupplies, it's pretty nerve-wracking. You always want to treat everything as it's going to be dangerous and not take anything for granted. Here we're going through the town. We've been through this town quite a bit. So when we first got into country, in the country of Afghanistan, Nangarhar province, these towns and these streets were empty. Nobody was out. ISIS had pretty much taken stronghold there in a town of Achin, in a village of Achin, which is not too far. It's actually we're in the direction that we're heading to right now. Allegedly, there was 500 fighters there. 500 seems to be a quite frequently used number when referencing ISIS or terrorists accumulating in an area. But as you can see here, as we're traveling through, kids are saying hi, people are out and about. They've been able to get back to work, get back to their daily routines, because we've been pushing ISIS out of these towns. They are no longer controlled by any terrorist organization when we were there. My team, ODA 9512, National Guard team out of Cali, a bunch of pipe hitters though. I was the most junior guy on the team compared to everybody else. Everybody else is way more experienced, way smarter, way stronger than myself. I had the honor of learning everything that I know from these guys. So if you see me looking down quite a bit, you'll see just underneath my gun, which is a Mark 47. It is an automatic. It's basically it's the soft variant, Special Operations Force variant of a Mark 19 the conventional Army uses. But if you see me looking down underneath, you'll see a cell phone. That cell phone we have an application. It's called ATAX. So previous to the mission getting executed, we go through a bunch of contingencies. I have a bunch of overlays on that's tracking our movement. You go into a program called Palantir. I can find out all the IEDs, improvised explosive devices that were placed, any ambushes, and have them as hot spots. So as I'm traveling, I'm looking down to see if there were any IEDs or any ambushes committed in the last few days prior to us getting there. That right there is a PSU, also ANA checkpoint. PSU is a police special unit. There's a bunch of those checkpoints around. Anybody that's been deployed knows that you trust those guys as far as you could throw them. And you can see everybody coming out. Business as usual, which is a good feeling. It kind of shows the results of our hard work over the months leading up to this. You'll hear about some guys, usually like conventional Army guys, and I say conventional, like guys that aren't special operations, how they go through these towns and they'll throw water bottles full of their urine, or they'll defecate in MRE bags and throw it out. They're just, yeah, no, we don't do that. We try to win hearts and minds. And because of guys like that, it makes our job a lot harder, because now they associate those actions with every American. The ugly American face kind of goes with the propaganda that they have going on. So over to the left, you'll see a wadi, or a river. ISIS actually shut off the water coming down to that town, and that's we're actually moving out and pushing our forward line of troops to be able to bust that dam open and let the water flow again, to get water. Situations like this where we have stops, as you can see, we got spacings, we keep safe distances from each other in case any kind of vehicles, any vehicle blows up, or we have room to react. Here you see me waving to kids. They're just coming up, being furious. I'm keeping track of our movements on the cell phone that you see velcroed underneath my Mark 47. One of the questions that I get asked a lot is, traveling in open turrets. I'm a big guy, and I don't really fit that well inside, so I volunteered, I guess you will, or was voluntold to be up in the turret. I loved it up there, though.
Hey, so thank you for chiming in, watching the video to the end. I hope you guys liked it. Subscribe, like, and hey man, check my Instagram page out. Also, Bravo Smash _. Give that some love. Also, pre-workout, Bravo Smash pre-workout is going to be dropping soon. There's a lot of stuff going on, but super pumped for it. It's something I've been working on for a while, me and my team. And get your Bravo Smash swag on our website. Link is in the bio. Thanks. Check you guys out later.